Hey guys, I've been playing Gran Turismo 5, yeah, which a lot of you probably have. It's not like it's that big of a deal, you know, because it came out. It's not like I didn't get it early or anything, because nobody gives me video games for free, unfortunately. But Gran Turismo 5, big racing game, huge racing simulator game, fifth in the series, obviously. Well, there are others, but it's like the fifth main one, and it's a racing simulator. And it's been in development for a long time and been delayed long, but it's finally here. Is it any good? I don't know. Watch this video.
Chances are, if you're a huge racing nut and a longtime fan of Gran Turismo, you've already bought this game and you're too busy playing it to actually listen to my review. And if that's the case, I hope you're enjoying it. But for the rest of you out there, you probably want to know, what is this thing? After 6 years in development, the long-awaited Gran Turismo 5 is finally in our grasps. If you don't know anything about Gran Turismo, here's a little backstory. A long time ago, some Japanese dude said, hey, racing games suck, they should be more like real driving, and then he made Gran Turismo. Then he made 4 more, and then he took a long time to make this one. The end. The Gran Turismo franchise has always strived to be more than just another racing game. They want this to be the end-all, be-all, must-have for any car enthusiast motorhead out there. And for a number of years, it was really the only game of its kind out there. That's not really the case anymore, but it is still the grand poobah of driving simulator games. The whole point of the franchise is not to be like, oh my god, look how fast you can go in this car and do all this awesome stuff. It's meant to be a simulator. The game is designed to be as accurate as it can be to actual driving. I myself am not a huge car fanatic. In fact, I don't think I've been behind the wheel of a real car in like 6 years.
Alright, as you can clearly see, I've totally had to rebuild the engine from the ground up. We just gave her a sweet new paint job. These wheels are designed for the dirt. I mean, this is a rally car right here.
The game tries to bring in all the realistic elements of racing, of, braking and accelerating and gear changing and all the stuff that makes racing, the sport it really is. And it's because of these facts that a lot of people stay away from these games because they tend to be very difficult. I mean, who would have guessed you have to tap on the brake a little when you're doing 250 miles an hour and hit a sharp S-turn? In all the other Gran Turismo games, it never really held your hand as you went through it. You were forced to sort of learn or die. Thankfully though, with this game, they make it a little bit easier for us noobs to get into it. They brought in the racing line from Forza 3 so that all us noobs can see, where we're supposed to brake, when we're supposed to turn, and all that good stuff. But thankfully for all the GT enthusiasts, this is an option that you can just turn off if you want. Obviously, because this is Gran Turismo 5, they brought in, a gajillion tracks and a bazillion 7, different cars that you can choose from. It comes with all the staples you would expect, like traditional racing and rally racing. But they've also added kart racing and NASCAR for you die-hard NASCAR enthusiasts. It seems as though they really take the shotgun approach of trying to encapsulate as many different aspects of racing and racing culture as possible. They even have the test track from one of my favorite shows, Top Gear, so I can ride around in it and, feel like I'm on the show. Tonight on Top Gear, we take Richard Hammond and James May, put them in a Bugatti Veyron, fill it with live bees and an angry badger, and then have them try and outrun a live bear on cocaine while they circle a volcano. When it comes to graphics, this game is pretty much second to none. The tracks are all photorealistic to their actual counterparts in the real world, and needless to say, the cars are all beautiful as well. Serious motorheads are just going to spend hours and hours in the photo mode just taking pictures of their virtual cars and putting them on Facebook and stuff, and wishing that they had cars like that in real life, which they don't, because they play too many video games. Along with all the races and license tests that you expect in Gran Turismo, GT5 brings in multiplayer. So finally GT nuts can trade cars with each other and then take them out on the track and kick each other's butts. I do kind of wish the multiplayer was a little bit more robust, but it's still pretty good for the series' first attempt at multiplayer. Overall, I have to say, the game is damn near perfect. It's a fantastic racing sim. If you're a huge fan of the Gran Turismo series or just these types of games, you're certainly not going to be disappointed by it. Although I will say, if you already have Forza 3 on the Xbox, there's not a whole lot of difference between these games. So unless you're just tired of Forza, I don't see a big, huge difference. Like, neither one of them's like, oh my god, the best. But both games do really well to satisfy that inner speed demon within you.
And there you have it. Gran Turismo 5 is pretty good. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a racing game. It's got all the stuff you expect. And it's great for, noobs like me who don't know how to drive, And it makes it very easy. You follow that racing line and it's great. It's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got Top Gear, If you're looking for a racing game on the PS3, a big racing simulator, this is obviously the only one out there for the PS3. If you have a 360 too, I don't know, Forza's there too, they're both pretty good. But either way, it's the best one coming out this year.